Hi, this is Simon Chan and welcome to my network marketing training. So we have some coaching questions, and today's question comes from our Bobby who is a 5-star mastermind member. So all coaching members can ask questions and help on a weekly basis. So Bobby says, hey Simon, may I ask you what is your daily routine and your weekly schedule? How do you plan for your schedule? Do you just think about plans before sleep or write them down in details? I spend a lot of time writing my daily routine down, but it still doesn't work. Thank you. Okay, so one of the most important thing is you planning your day, right? To me, every hour is planned. Time is precious. So, well, once a week, I will go over what do I need to accomplish this week. What are my main objectives and things I need to accomplish? So I start broad, and you can really start by, we have our yearly goals, annual goals, and then we have our monthly goals, and you break it down to yearly goals and then quarterly goals. Next 90 days, what do I need to do? What are the targets I need to hit? What type of income do I need to reach? How many people do I need to bring in, right, to make that happen? So you got to look at a pay plan, you figure it out, and then. So daily plan, it's a couple of things, at your level, you need to know the 5 core daily production activities. Every day, you must be meeting new people, okay? Building your list, expanding your list. Every day, you need to be prospecting, finding, talking to the people contacts you do know. The third thing is every day you got to be following up. Number 4, every day you have to be self-development, reading, constantly reading, learning. Right, like for example, I'll show you. This is my home office. These are basically almost all the books I've read. Right, all the books I've read in just the last about the last 9 years. I've basically read almost all of them. So you got to be reading, self-development, investing your time, and the last thing is talking and communicating to your team. Those are things you need to do every single day. Those 5 things, core production activities. If you're not sure, just go to my blog, do the search, core production activities. It'll say that, and we mentioned in our call as well. So I plan the day, and every night before I sleep, I plan the day. When I wake up, what's the first thing I'm going to do? And here's a very simple exercise. Just find out 5 things you must do. Okay, 5 things you must, and we talked about that, the 5 core production activities. So aside from that, 5 things you must do. Maybe, when I talk about it, could be like, oh, I got to get my car fixed. I got to take my son to see the doctor. I got to go prospect. I got to do some, and then you rank them in the order of importance. Okay, rank them. So when I wake up tomorrow, what's the first thing that I got to do? When I woke up today, one of the first things I had to do is afterwards reply to your questions. And then I'm number 2, I got to work on my blog. Number 3, I got to follow up with some prospects, right? But I plan my day. I know the prospects got to be later. It can be later in the afternoon because that's our schedule time. So I work, and when I'm not talking to prospects, I go on number 1. Number 1, okay, was answering your questions. That's what I do. Number 2, I got to work on my blog. Number 3, I got to follow up with prospects. Number 4, then I do this. Number 5 is this. So you rank them, and you don't do number 3 and number 4 until you get number 1 done. Okay, so remember that the key is, like, most of the time, and the worst thing to do is go on there. Most people look at email or look at Facebook, right? Now, if you're using Facebook for prospecting, great. But don't reply to wall posts and all those things. Do your number 1 thing first, because if you don't, it's very easy to have Facebook. And Facebook is one of those, if you go to my extreme MLM productivity course, it's one of those time vampires that suck you. And if it sucks you too much, you'll be dead. Okay, it sucks you because you easily get caught up looking at photos, clicking here, clicking, next thing 30 minutes is gone. And you didn't get the most important thing done. So you set up, the easiest way to emails, Facebook messages, set up specific times where you do them. Like one of my business partners, Scott McGee, right? Very disciplined. He only does emails 2 times a day. So and he knows, he lets people know that if you do it anytime, he's not going to reply back. He needs, and actually, by the way, that improves your prospecting. Because again, we talk about posture, confidence. The more desperate you are to reply to prospects, the less they're attractive to you, right? Because people don't like desperate leaders. So you give expectations. People email you, you need to give you 24 hours to get back to you, or Facebook messages. So plan the day and don't let the distractions. If your number 1 thing is to take your son to daycare, take him to the doctor, don't let anything in the way distract you from that. Do that number 1, most important. And it's just like if your son is sick, has to go to the hospital, that's number 1, right? You're not going to let Facebook reply to Facebook wall post to distract you from that. So it's the same thing. Like you plan the day and you rank them. You rank them. So once you wake up in the morning, I'm not saying, oh, let's see what I do today. Let's see my emails. That's a wasting time. An email made me have some issue to deal with where I got to totally distract me from my goals. So I never do that. I actually focus on number one, ranking them. So prospecting is key. Set up specific times to prospect when you're part-time. Okay, so don't just have all the calls spread out. Maybe like you're part-time from lunch, 30 minutes, 12:30 to 1. That's your prospecting time, right? 30 minutes to eat, 30 minutes to eat. 30 minutes to eat, 30 minutes to prospect. And when you get home, it could be like 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., 6 p.m. That's your prospecting time. When I first started my daily routine, my daily routine was, because of my work, I was working at the MBA, 4 to 7 p.m. was my prospecting time. I didn't do anything. I never go out. I don't meet for dinners. I don't talk to friends. I'll go do other things. But I never, 4 to 7 p.m. was prospecting time. And sometimes we get to 8 p.m., 8:30 p.m. But at least by 4 p.m., I was on the phones and I'll be prospecting. Okay, I'll be replying to emails. That's when I was on the emails, replying to prospects. That was my prospecting time. And speaking of replying to emails, I do my best to reply them on the off time, not when I am in the phone mode. Because you go prospecting on the phone, you're in the mode, right, of prospecting. Then I don't break it up into emails. Because after I do the email to send to the prospect, it's hard to get back to the momentum to call the next person. Make sense? So I just go phone call, and I'll write notes. Phone call, the next person, next person, next person. And then after I'm done the phone, then I go to the emails. Okay? And that's called batching. That just makes you more productive. So I hope that's helpful. Remember, the most important thing is the 5 core production activities. Plan your day and then rank them in order of importance what you need to do. And the best way to plan your day for prospecting is to create a chunk of time. That's the time when you do prospecting. All right, Bobby, hope that helps. This is Simon Chan. Hope you enjoyed the training. If you have any questions, you need help, this is part of my coaching program. You can ask questions on a weekly basis. All right, everyone. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.